Who's doing the intro tonight?
Pretty sure it's K-Way's turn.
Erin May looked like frightened for a minute. She was like, "Don't you even look at me." It was like this weird, exasperated, like.
Well, I just want to say the results are in, and the new logo is on
It's killing
fire.
it. It's killing it.
Everybody loves it.
Everybody loves it. I'm
fucking
really
amazing.
Just good job, Charlie.
Yeah. I deleted
Good job,
all of
Kyle.
the comments that hated it.
Yeah.
Because I did not want to go back to the
You
drawing
have the
board.
right to delete anything that is hateful or disrespectful, Charlie.
That's right. You know?
What are we up to
I learned by
tonight?
watching YouTube.
I think we're on 75, right?
There's a do-it-yourself video on how to delete all the negative shit in your life.
Oh, that's great.
This is episode 75, right?
That feels kind of landmarky.
Almost.
It's got to be something.
Like we're 25 away from 100.
Are you looking for an excuse to drink beer?
I hope it's not.
I hope not.
I
No,
hope.
but I've
I hope it's
already
not
almost
anything
finished my
special
bottle of
because I didn't
tequila,
really plan
so.
anything special.
I will say, though, that I was expecting birthday cake tonight because it was our DM's birthday like 2 days ago.
Oh, yeah, I don't care.
Oh, that's cold.
We don't do the
By
birthday
the time
thing.
this airs,
That was like a month ago.
Yeah. And we don't do the birthday we just kind of let
We
each
don't
other.
really do the
We
birthday
like give
thing.
permission to spend money. Like that's how we
Yeah.
do birthdays.
I was like, babe, I'm spending money.
They're like, yeah, it's good. It's your birthday, baby. Do whatever you want.
I will say for my birthday, I usually get like pick up an Xbox game or something like that. This time around, instead of getting like a $60 AAA title, I went with a handful of on sale titles, $20 titles. I even got a $5.
Scoring them on sale from.
Steam?
I got a Steam game. I got Stellaris on PC, and I also got Stellaris on console.
Really, you like it that much?
I love that game. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, you messaged me about it, and I still haven't checked it out
It's
yet.
funny we both got into it without even talking to each other about it.
Yeah, I saw you playing it one night, and I was like, "Oh shit, dude!" I was like, "Did you get that?" Because on my Xbox,
Super
it
weird that
shows
we'd
you
have
playing-
stuff in common.
We grew up in the same area. We're the
We've
same
been friends
age.
for like 20 years.
Yeah,
That's
but I
fucking
don't-
But
weird.
still, like, I didn't even hear about the game from fucking anywhere. He's never met most like my games I get into. Where do you think I get them from?
Yeah.
yeah, I suppose so.
Maybe the Padawan has finally become
Oh,
The
the
master.
master. No, I suck. I suck at games.
Well, even a broken clock's right twice a day.
I picked up a few. So yeah, I picked up a few.
It
games.
looked like your mind is blown.
Cause somebody just said that to me the other day. It was the first time I ever fucking heard that.
How old are you? Use words like rigmarole, and you've never heard that expression.
Never. And I was like, that's a really good one. I'm taking it. And boom. Like
There it is.
24
Then he forgot
hours
about
later.
it.
Already took it, motherfucker.
Second sesh. Typical.
typical.
Hit the music.
Hit the hit the music. We're going into it.
Yeah, my face hurts from laughing.
Natty 19, episode 75.
I like how we all get quiet when the music is
Music is fun. Like, let the music play.
We're good. We're good.
We have a lot of respect for the music.
So a recap. Last episode was a combat. You made it through it. You had some wounds. I'm not going to
Oh,
go
yeah.
into a full-fledged recap. Combat.
It was a battle, yeah.
It was a battle. We don't need to go into it. Where we are.
Svitlongi was awesome.
Yeah, Svitlongi
Cappy was pretty
and Cappy
all-star.
were in the fray. I did manage to get the 2 that weren't in the room with a blast, though, which I was happy about.
Damn near took out Irame.
Yeah, she got her down to
Yeah,
1 hit
shit.
point.
I got ass
One little,
blasted.
Oh, and I hate healing people. Svitlangi hates to heal people.
Yeah. It feels like a waste of spell slots for her, I
Does.
bet.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I would too. I wouldn't want to do it if I wasn't built to do it.
So here you are. Let's bring it back to where you stand and where you stood before you were attacked. Svitlangi, you were holding a staff with the snake on it. I think we need to cover where that's going forward here. And yeah, you guys are in the room. There doesn't appear to be any other threats. There's no other skittering within the walls. As a matter of fact, I'll open up
Yeah.
the map so you guys could kind of see a little bit more of what's going on. But yeah, you're in the room now with the sarcophagus. What do you do?
Let's investigate the rest of the room before we scramble off. See if there's any treasure.
Now remember, Irame and Xavril are still outside of the room. Svitlangi and Kapernicus, it's up to you guys.
Investigation check, perception check.
It'll be a perception, yep.
Let's just both look on our own
Yeah, rather than
together.
Okay.
Do your own thing.
While they're doing this, I'm going to heal myself and fucking Irame. I'm going to cast my spirit.
Oh, the spirit frog?
ooh,
Damn.
17 on perception.
natural 1 for perception.
Typical.
Ooh. You don't find anything.
What about the capster?
Whenever you roll a 1 on perception, I always wonder what the fuck that
Capster,
character's doing.
sadly, not enough to detect the secret
Like
door.
that's
Just kind of distracted. He just got fucked
A
up.
daydream, where you
Yeah,
just kind of space
yeah.
out for a second. I'm sorry, I had a brain fire.
You read like a paragraph, but didn't.
Right. I'm thinking about did I leave the oven on?
Did I leave the gas on?
You're more hesitant because you keep thinking other spiders are going to come out, so you're looking around. You're distracted, yeah.
Yeah, so Svitlangi, after it's all said and done, the dust settled, you see the staff of the python in your hand.
Oh, I like it. Snaky. Staff of the python.
Cappy will walk down to Svitlangi and extend his hand and say, "Come with me if you want to live."
She extends her hand like a lady would with the waiting for Copernicus to take it delicately.
We need a rest.
You hear, Copernicus,
But
you
they're
hear...
all doing the circle frog thing out there.
Yeah.
That
Hell
does
yeah.
look nice. And Cappy will grab her hand, Dimension Doris, just into the frog.
Nice.
All right.
Don't take me away. I was going to Dimension Doris all the way back to the rest room, but
It sounds like restroom every time you say it.
the rest room.
Why are we going to the restroom?
We need to pee somewhere while we're in here.
Copernicus, you hear that familiar voice again. I do sense the presence of one of my comrades nearby.
It was Moa, I assume. The jackal-eye.
What a friendly lot. I've always appreciated Moa. I wonder if we'll find Moa anytime soon. I trust if we just stick to what we've been doing, all will be well.
Is there anyone you're not friends with?
Well, there are plenty of my colleagues who I would rather not see if I had it my way. However, Moa is not one of them. I rather always enjoyed his company. Well, such a kind soul.
It didn't work out so well in there. imagining you guys would just be hearing Cappy muttering to himself. It's not so much as like full sentences.
The drow grows more and more insane as time moves on.
It's becoming embarrassing.
What'd you say?
Move over, drow. It is my turn to step under the frog.
How much should I heal?
Yeah, did we figure out like how long it lasts and whether or not we're able to, I don't know, all heal up, essentially?
It's 1d6, so if we go or 1d6, it's 1 minute, so if you go by the 6 seconds, which we
10
also determined
heals.
outside of combat.
So do we all
then
get 10 heals?
You'd get
or-
10 times.
I think we get fewer, maybe. So
Okay.
because they started it while we were in the.
So I get like 3 heals? 2 heals?
Yeah, and you guys did the searching and shit like that. So
maybe it was spent.
missed 3 ticks or something, 4 ticks. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it could have been
Yeah,
even
maybe
spent.
half,
Yeah,
5.
Yeah, we could do a 50-50.
Stop rolling ones.
So bad.
It's like
I'm
1,
on
2,
12.
1.
I'm only at 12 with 6 rolls.
And how many are we getting, Charlie? 5. Nice.
Nice. That is exactly puts me at max 23.
Jesus Christ. That was terrible.
You're
I
welcome.
only got 10. I think we're overusing this. Poor frog.
I got 38. I don't know what you guys are talking
For
about.
some reason, I just pictured Copernicus
I
holding the
rolled-
frog a little too tight, and its
Squeezing it.
fucking head is just like
One eye. Yeah.
Its eyeballs are fucking.
yeah, ballooned out.
My mouth over its mouth, just like sucking as hard as I can.
Give me all your XP. You fucking-
This thing is spent. Need a new CO2 cartridge.
Oh, it ain't easy being green.
Cappy is spent. I mean, he's spent. He's still down 22 hit points. Spells are out. Swords out. He's playing with that magic ring. He
Think you
wants a
can-
long rest.
Do you think you could handle one more conflict?
So the frog was a waste of time.
I healed up 38 hit points.
I
It
know.
was a good.
I healed up max too.
We could
I mean,
short rest, and I would for
I
1
he-
hour.
I'm
would get all
only
my
5
spells
short
back.
of full now.
You get your
You'll
spells
get
back. on a
spells
short
back.
rest?
I get my spells back on a short rest too.
Of 4 hours.
Oh shit! A short rest is an
Oh
hour.
wait, I thought no.
Yeah, short rest
Short
is
rest
1
is
hour.
1 hour,
Yeah.
but I thought you said it would take 4 hours to get.
It
your
would. Yeah.
to get your spells back.
I fucked up.
Oh, erase that.
Yeah, erase
Okay.
that. I thought it for some
So you
reason
get 'em
I
back
have
in
to
a short
always
rest.
auto correct myself because I think a short rest is 4 hours, but it's only 1.
Yes, I feel like it used to be 4 hours.
I think is it 4 hours in Pathfinder?
I don't know, but for some reason
be, yeah.
that sticks in my head, and then I have to fix it every time we talk about
I
it.
want to say there was like in the DMG, there was like the type of game you want to run. You know, like one of those deals.
Yeah.
But typically, I think by the rules, it's only 1 hour. So where do you guys? So
If we're doing a short rest, I'm going to use a hit die
Yeah, let's do it.
to cap myself off.
Unless you guys really want to push it.
I'll do the same. I'll burn a hit die.
Okay. Same.
nice, throw all those hit die in.
Oh, I got 2. So
I'm a-
I guess I'll use 2 hit die for the
I'm
little
a
fuck.
D8, right?
It's whatever you get for hit points every level.
Yeah, D8.
Makes sense.
Max!
Oh, good roll, Copernicus.
Sorry,
Irma's shaking her head.
She's
She's-
pounding the table.
yeah.
14 wounds for Cappy. No, I can live with that.
All right, Cappy's at 14 wounds. Irma, what are your wounds?
I only have 1 wound left. I
Oh.
was hit. Well, it's.
Jeez. Oh, you spent your hit die.
I had to spend 2 hit die just to get 4 back.
It's all right. So what is it? I can leave you with 5 left. You're level 7, right?
Yeah, I never updated it. I have 6 here, so thank you for that.
Yep. Svilongi, what are your wounds? Full? 0?
0 wounds.
0 wounds. Yeah, you didn't take much damage that round. Xavril, you full yet? Or you got 5 wounds?
Yeah, I healed up to 5.
Okay.
And for Day Nocturne, is that a long rest to put the spell back in it?
Yes. That's
need to
going to
mark
be a...
that
Well,
down.
that's a once a day.
Okay. Well, so pretty much a long rest.
Yeah.
I think.
Or maybe every night at midnight. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how once a day's work. Do they even still have them? I don't even think they still have them.
Yeah, I
They
think
might.
it's typically like the long rest is considered.
I think now that I think about it, everything's like after a long rest or
Right,
after
right.
a
Damn,
short
you
rest.
rolled
So
good
yeah,
on your
after a long
heels,
rest.
Zaves. I rolled like fucking 5 ones.
Yeah, I stopped
Yeah,
watching
learn-
after I saw you roll 1, 2, 1. I was like, oh god.
Yeah, it's like watching a train wreck.
Yeah. Like, oh my fuck.
Okay.
You just got to learn how to caress the frog correctly. I don't know.
So, you guys managed to rest fairly uneventful. Other than some strange sounds echoing in the distance that you can't really define. Also, during your short rest, if you're just kind of poking around, you notice the walls, especially heading out into that main room, looking out into that main room. In between the bricks, are just kind of melded with the stonework, are human skeletons, skulls and bones of all sorts, but mostly human, melded in with the stone.
Almost like they were mixed with like cement.
Yeah, it's almost as if they had died and were just kind of buried
Absorbed.
entombed.
Starting to like this place.
And you still have light coming through cracks and crevices here and there. But down below that, from the main room, looking down in the balconies, it just gets darker and darker into complete darkness.
Do we have the map that we could zoom out to or over at just to see where we might make our next move?
I mean, so far we've run into quite bizarre things, but we all did see that dwarf-looking feller down below.
That thing was.
So there are possibly some kind of intelligent living things. The only way we have left unexplored is just
North.
up to the north here.
Yeah,
On this floor?
You guys are doing a number on this this level. Looking at the map.
Yeah, we have
coverage.
not explored up north on this floor. And
Or
then
the
there's-
staircase over there.
It's really starting to come together now, huh?
Or the
No.
darkness.
Or the
where
water.
Xavril just got
But all of
blasted.
that stuff is a level below.
We're
Or
not
more.
going back in there.
Yeah, we're not going back in there. Fuck whatever that is.
All right, to the north.
To the north. I was hoping you'd say that. There's really no other.
To the south by north.
All right, who's leading? Give me a give me a marching order. Zaves,
Sure.
Zaves, you go ahead. You lead. All right, Zaves, when you get up there, let me unearth what you see here.
Svitlongi will be second.
We're doing this all wrong.
All right,
Explain to
hell
me,
no.
what do I see?
yeah. Hell no.
The traps you can see, you don't want to fuck with those.
No, they just catch you. You think you figured
All
it
right.
out, but you didn't.
And Xavril, as you peer down this hallway, I got some flavor text. Carved birds soar across the walls of this corridor. Up ahead, about 25 feet, a large adamantine propeller with 5 sharp blades stands in the center of the passage.
It's Wolverine bones.
Is that what that is? Thank you.
Adamantine.
Well, actually, Xavril, as soon as if you were to take one more step forward,
All right, I can take one step forward if you need me
it
to.
might suck you in. No,
We can get this ball rolling. Let's just put him in there 5 feet forward.
yeah.
All right, I'm going to do an investigation check on the tile in front of me. I don't know. I don't know why. I just
Give me
feel
a
like
perception.
Irme
what's
will
your-
aid you.
I'll tell you this. What's your passive perception, Zaves?
14, I believe. Give me 14.
All right. Yeah, you don't notice anything passively. Does anybody have a passive perception of 15?
Crickets.
Nah.
Yeah, I think Xavril had the
Yeah,
highest.
pretty
but
certain
I don't know
I had the
Svitlongi. What's your passive perception?
12.
Nah.
All right. Yeah.
Just as
You
dunce.
got to do it the old-fashioned way. All right. So what are you guys doing? Looking ahead, you see this adamantine propeller.
I'm aiding Xavril in his perception or investigation check. You're welcome.
It's a 6 and a 2.
Xavril,
Oh,
it appears to be a tile.
Classic.
I got a 10
Xavril.
initially, and then she was like, I'm aiding you, so I rolled again and got a 6.
All right, so what do we got?
Yeah,
on
so it looks
perception
like
checks?
tile.
Anyone else making perception checks?
Even though I just aided Xavril, can I make one by my own accord?
Yeah, you have all the time.
Drow,
in the
will
world.
you assist me?
Let's see what happens here.
Crack.
Let's see what happens here.
20?
Wow, nice.
Jesus.
Aaron's
I was
like,
getting
hold-
ready to move them out of the way and let us take charge again.
Step aside, Hunter.
Hold my beer.
Hold my beer.
It was the high elf.
That is not how
Oh.
your mix sounds.
No, I thought you were
I
talking
don't
about
sound
his
like that.
I know where you're
Step
going.
aside
I like
thing,
it. I like it, but
Irame steps up to the plate,
But not on it.
and you notice she steps up to the plate and reveals to you guys that there is in fact a pressure plate. You don't.
thank you, Irame.
You're welcome.
Irame, it appears the pressure plate runs the length of this hallway. What? Too much information?
This is the beer spin.
Snorting beer out. She's shooting beer out of her
caught
nose.
her. That caught her good. Oh, she's going deep.
I still hadn't swallowed it. I had to like wait a fucking minute. It appears this pressure plate goes to full.
Why is that so funny?
It at least goes
Because
up.
it's so ridiculous.
It at least goes all the way up to the propeller. You can't.
It's
You
only
obviously,
20 feet.
Yes.
as far as you can see.
It appears this pressure plate travels all the way to the
Oh,
bladed propeller at the end there.
out of the way. Out of the way. Let us take a look. Is there any way we can see to disarm it? Can I make a
You
investigation?
Historically,
Yeah, go.
we've been able to place
It would be
something under the pressure plate.
It would be a perception,
This-
but yeah.
Assuming the birds means for us to fly.
It is a rather big pressure plate.
All right, I was thinking Irame could fly, but
Yeah. Now, also, this in regards to putting something under it, what makes this one different from the other ones? It's solid, so that it's not like a lifted plate. It's more like a block that goes up and down, sliding within its own kind of channel.
can it looks like it goes all the way down and ends at the end of the hallway, or is it?
You can't see from this distance on the other side of that adamantine blade.
Okay, we can't see.
And it's also worth noting that this hallway is dark. There's no vegetation or anything like that. There's no sunlight. I kind of forgot that too. These hallways that don't have foliage growing are dark.
All right, dancing lights.
So that
cantrip.
the rusted statue room in the fountain would have been dark, but whatever.
We'll shoot the dancing lights down there to light it up then.
I think it's
I
worth
will
saying.
put the mask back on.
I think that it's worth saying that if the birds symbolize the Ebly,
Yeah.
Papa,
Papazotto?
yeah, it appears that we have missed a creature in the chronological order of things in the myth. The Grung would have been before the Papazotto, I believe.
Nang,
Just mentioning.
nang. Okay. Back to the original thing we read. What comes after the child speaks?
Oh, yes, not the animals, but the clues.
Where's your journal?
She appears rather disorganized.
Normally is a bit longer. You'll get used to it.
The keys turn on the inside only is the last and final clue given to us before we entered.
Keys turn on the inside only. Who has that skeleton key?
Irame?
It's in the bag of holding, right?
I believe I actually gave it to Svitlongi. Didn't I hand it to you?
I don't recall, but that sounds
It sounds
like a lot of
familiar.
responsibility.
I feel like I tossed it to you angrily because I was wet and fucking burnt. into
Go
my
with
house.
it.
We'll make it canon.
All right.
I think. Do you remember?
It doesn't. Whoever wants the
Whoever
skull can have
has
it.
the key right now presents it.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Oh, turns out
no.
I have it. You all kept the cubes from me, but now it's a new day.
That's
Kapernicus
right. That's
is
right.
the holder of
That is
rods
right.
and keys.
Oh, Copernicus, holder of
and
rods.
New rings. I hold things
I think
for the
that's a
group.
great title.
So it's worth mentioning that during your perception check, it was high enough. You don't notice any holes or anything like that. Just the blade. What do you
Sorry,
guys
DM.
do?
What was that last part there?
He didn't think that through.
Kapernicus Hart, holder of rods.
We're past it.
Finger of Drow. Warden of the...
What do you got, Zave? So during those who got that 20 on the perception? Irame?
Irame.
Yeah, so you don't notice any holes, anything out of the ordinary other than the blade. You don't notice any dart fucking holes or poisonous gas or
Throwing
curses.
dancing lights down the hallway for you, too.
Okay,
if that
so
helps.
does that reveal to me that there's more beyond the blade?
Yeah, the blade's not moving. You can see through it.
Okay.
I only said you can't.
So it's
When
like
you
a
were
pronged blade. Like a fan.
Yes, propeller.
Okay.
Propeller.
Would Irame be able to fit through them?
It's 5 sharp blades.
Yep.
As a propeller. 5. That's
Hey.
a fucking beefy fan.
That is a beefy fan. Can I fit?
Most fans only have like 3.
4.
Can I fit?
Yeah, 3.
Can I fit? Yeah. Can I fit
The
through
cheap one's got 2. All right, go for it.
Can I fit through the space of 2 of the blades?
Absolutely. You can fit through. Yeah, you could fit through. For sure. It's a big fucking.
So-
I mean, you look at the
Well,
thing.
not
It
me
spans
personally,
15
but-
feet.
I mean,
you fly, you hoity-toity half-elf. High elf.
it's not just I that can fly, Copernicus. I could cast it on
Highfalutin.
you.
No. My feet stay firmly on the ground. I'm a terrestrial creature.
Would anyone else be willing to fly through the blades?
Xavril fears the water. Does he also fear the air?
I am not afraid to fly.
Oh, poetic.
It's a pretty high level spell, isn't it? 3rd or something?
It is a 3rd level spell, but forgive me, I don't feel confident in myself to be in there alone and not die.
All right, let us do this then.
Yeah, looking through, technically you can't see the sarcophagus, but you can see a chest of sorts or a box
Yeah.
on the other end.
The sarcophagus looks like
Yeah, it's in a-
depressed,
yeah, it's
so
in a
we don't
pit.
know it's there.
Yeah.
Are you ready, Xavril?
Yes, Irame. I am ready.
So
Wait. Give me the head.
wait. No, I'm not ready.
Give me the head, Drow.
Oh, the skull?
Yes, give me the key.
Right here.
I was very confused.
Whoa!
That was our secret.
I thought he only held rods.
Yes.
Holder of rods,
Giver of heads.
Here's your head.
I will
And-
grab it and hold on to it.
Yes.
So Irme will turn to Xavril and she will boop on the nose.
I thought you could cast it on multiple people.
What?
It's fly, not featherfall.
Oh.
Biatch.
So just one person?
Yeah.
You didn't say I was going in there by myself. You said you didn't trust yourself alone.
I can follow.
Just the two of us.
That changes
I
everything.
can follow you, and I can send another person. You just have the key, so you're going first.
Describe
Logical.
when you
I
arrive
will
at your
start
destination.
walking across the ceiling.
When you arrive
my-
at your
with my
destination,
hands.
describe your surroundings.
Wait,
I
wait a
will
minute.
be-
Wait a minute. We didn't think this through as to how we'll get back.
How long does it last? How long do I have over there?
You have up to 10 minutes. So
All right, that's plenty of time.
Disarm
Yeah.
the trap for us, and we'll come walking in afterwards.
okay. Does anybody want to join Xavril, or should I? Two of us should probably go. One person alone is probably not a great idea.
You should probably go first. I mean,
You are full of horrible ideas.
Is there anyone good at disarming traps?
Yeah, that's a good question. Who would be most useful?
you can take my thieves' kit.
It would be a dex check, so whoever has the best dex. Or proficiency in sleight of hand, right?
No, proficiency in thieves' tools.
Oh.
Is the only way you can add your proficiency
Yeah, I don't
bonus to
have.
disarm.
I don't have that proficiency. I have a +2 to Dex, but now that seems useless. Nobody would care to fly.
If you are you going to cast it twice? Is that what you're offering?
Well, it is an expensive spell, but I don't think it's smart for one person to go.
I will travel with the hunter.
I think that's a great idea. I'd prefer to keep my feet on the ground where they belong, where they always are.
So Irame will boop Xavril on the nose.
What are you going to do to Svitlongi?
I'm just gonna slap her.
What the fuck?
Ooh, do I get to imagine where?
No, she'll do the same for Svitlongi. She'll boop right on the nose.
All right.
Elves.
All right, so in the middle of all of this, I just want to say, Cappy, call my name.
Oh, wait a minute. It's a concentration. I can have 2 concentrations, or no?
No.
No, you can't have 2
So I can only send one.
concentrations.
You can't cast it on more than one person at a higher level?
Yeah, what's that slot look like down there?
You're so smart.
Yeah.
You can target 1 additional creature for each slot level above 3rd, but that will burn my 1 and only 4th level spell.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
You're going to go on your own then.
You can always
Hunter.
fly.
The brave hunter.
You could always fly right back, I suppose.
I'll have Quincy write a song about you. Don't worry, Xavril.
Wait a minute. Let me see if there's anything I can send you off with to at least aid you if you're to be there on your own.
If you're concentrating on the fly spell, it's going to be hard to cast anything else.
Yeah, I can just send you over there. I'm not going to be able to help you apart from that unless anybody else can.
All right, so now that I've wasted 5 minutes of my flight time.
Yeah. No, you didn't.
No, that was...
There you go. Boop. Go.
Did we decide whether or not? So you're going alone.
I have no choice, really. I can concentrate only on one. Unless I spend a 4th level spell.
All right. So
All
Zaves. So only one
I am
person
going
is going
to
in.
proceed along the ceiling. Kind of like using my hands and like walking.
Zaves. I think with fly you can control yourself. You're not like floating through space. So you don't have to
I'm not
touch
very-
anything.
I'm not
Which
very
he's
good
not.
at
He's not
flying,
good
though.
at
This is
it.
my
It's his
first-
first time.
Oh,
I like the
think it comes-
visual.
Yeah, I like the visual too.
Floats
It's
up.
my first time.
I think the magic comes with like a manual that like you're comfortable
His
with.
trench coat is like floating in front of his face.
His
fucking him
whips
up.
are like.
All right,
Like Charlie and the
Zaves.
Chocolate Factory. or
Yeah.
something.
That's how I pictured it too.
All right, let's see you move
His
through
butt
it.
comes up first.
As he floats.
That makes him tip forward.
As he flies forward slowly, Irame will say, "Perhaps the last clue pertains here. The keys turn from the inside only."
It's all in the hips, Xavril. You can do this.
As I bounce off the wall.
Now, who's going to step on the plate when he gets to the blade?
Oh, that's fucked up.
That's me.
I'm going to stop or attempt to stop right before the blade.
Okay.
And then, try to look down to each of the sides where it's cutting in through the wall.
Yeah, it's just big enough to fit the blade.
All right. With that, are there any type of markings, like any type of...
Only the
I guess-
birds. Only the carved birds.
Is there any pattern to the
Soaring.
birds?
Yeah, they look like they're soaring. They're carved facing the room, and it looks like they're just flying through the air.
All right. I will reach in and pull myself through the fan blades.
All right. Xavril, we can't help but feel as you're moving through that you are not unlike the carved birds on the wall.
And after the blades, the birds are all carved in like mincemeat.
Mangled.
That's fucked up.
There's just carved feathers.
Yeah, maybe blood splatters on.
You see them all down on the floor without their wings anymore.
Yeah, just bird bones. Chicken wings and shit.
was
A
gonna
cooked
say-
bird.
Box of Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Empty container of blue cheese.
As I make it past the fan,
So Zaves, as you cross the threshold of this blade and enter the room beyond, got some flavor text for you.
Oh, look at this beautiful room.
I like the chests.
A deep pit opens up at the entrance to this tomb, with a stone sarcophagus resting at the bottom of that pit. A snarling, monkey-like creature decorates the sarcophagus lid. Beyond the pit, 3 treasure chests sit on stone daises.
The archdiocese.
The chest on the left is carved of black onyx. The middle chest is made of rusty iron, and the chest on the right is cast of silver and glistening with frost. All of the chests are rather large, 5 feet long. Amazing, amazing
My
chests
kind of
ahead.
place.
Right, exactly.
5 feet long, 3 feet wide, 3 feet high are each of these chests.
Is that important? Should I write that down?
I will
just
yell
write it
back
down.
to what I see.
The listeners are going to think you were joking, but you weren't. And I want them to fucking know that.
All right. So what do you do?
Onyx, iron, and silver. I assume you're relaying this back to us for brevity.
I just said I was.
Okay, I didn't hear you.
Listen, Drow.
Or maybe I did hear you.
And chose not to.
All right, so how deep is the actual pit?
20
with the
feet
sarcophagus?
deep.
And then there's 3 chests, huh?
Yeah.
You already told us that. We're well aware. Well aware of the situation.
All right, I will float into the room. Man, I don't know if any of this stuff is trapped.
Do a perception check.
All right, every single square. I only have 10 minutes.
Well said, Svitlungi.
I only have 10 minutes. I'm going to float over to one of the first chests to the left.
All right. You see before you float away from the pit and cross the threshold of the pit, you see orange magical writing on the floor, and it says "Amazing chest ahead."
I am going to
and it's got like
the
75
soapstone.
upvotes.
Praise
I'm
the
gonna
sun.
like the soapstone message. Yep.
All right, and now has 76 upvotes. All right.
Somebody got their Estes flask filled up.
All right. Now you stand before the large onyx chest.
I'm all right. Just looking at this chest.
Everyone's gone. They all left.
All right.
They're like,
Quickly,
he's dead anyway.
I'm gonna inspect it closer, see if there's any type of markings, writings.
Okay. All right. Yep. Give me a perception check.
All right. Here's where it all goes wrong.
Not horrible.
15.
With a
It's
15,
pretty good for Xavril.
it's
Yeah.
not bad. It's
It
not
is.
bad. And I'll tell you this.
Didn't you say you put on your mask?
Oh, he
Doesn't that give you
did.
-2 to percept?
13.
You're such a jerk.
Oh, good call. Got to keep him honest.
Keep him honest.
Yeah, well,
So now, examining the chest, even with your 13, your measly 13. Got him.
This is because of the spells, isn't it?
it is.
You don't notice any traps, and during your search, you can determine that the chest is in fact unlocked.
I'll open it.
Oh, God.
Question mark.
That is, like, terrifying.
Opening the chest reveals
What's the worst that could happen?
a 3-inch long gold key protruding from an adamantine keyhole that's set into the underside of the chest's lid.
Key, or it
So
can
the
only be
chest-
unlocked from inside. That makes sense now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the chest lifts up, and in the top part, where it lifts up, there's a key in a
Key
hole.
inside the hole, yes.
All right, I will move on to the next one.
So it's like a reverse
Yeah.
key. It's like an inverted chest.
How do you lock it? Everybody's trying to figure it out.
That is a pickle.
I didn't think that one through.
What was the exact phrase?
15 again for the next one.
For the next
13.
chest, same thing. You stand before the rusty chest, open it up, gold key, insert it in an adamantine lock
All
from
right.
the inside.
The exact phrase is, the keys turn on the inside only.
Okay. And I'm assuming it's the same for the third one?
Yes, the
Let me do this
frosty.
again.
Yep, the silver frosty chest you stand before. Same thing. Unlocked, gold key, adamantine hole. What do you do?
There's 3
Adamantine
chests
hole.
with random keys inside.
The key is in the
Yeah.
gold
The
key
keyhole.
is in an adamantine
So the
keyhole.
keys turn from the inside only. So if we turn the keys, will it release the next
I'm
smoky
gonna-
god?
Quickly fly down before turning any keys to the sarcophagi.
Yep.
What do you see, Hunter? What's on the sarcophagus?
Again, on the sarcophagus, it's just the image of the Sioux monster.
Oh, yes, the monkey.
Oh yeah, my favorite one, actually. If I was to be invaded, this is the one I'd want to be penetrated, but
You realize that the sarcophagus lid will not budge. I don't know if you tried to open it, but during it, you don't see any way of opening it, but you do see that the lid is, in fact, the lid. It's not a
Alright.
solid box.
gotcha. Alright, so I think I know what I gotta do. I think I need to go quickly unlock the, or turn the keys.
All right. So
I will start with the one on the far right.
All right. Explain to me how you're doing it.
I don't know yet. I am trying to think. Where exactly is the keyhole?
It's inverted, so it's on the lid, but you have to reach under. If you open the lid up and it's straight up and down, then the key will be facing down as well.
It'll be
you know?
vertical, so it goes into the lid.
Yeah, it's where you would normally see a keyhole on a chest. It's still in that spot. It's just on the opposite side of the wall.
Irme is going to quickly ask Xavril,
Or
What-
not opposite, the other side of the wall.
were there keyholes on the outside of the chest before you opened it?
No.
Okay.
No, it's on the inside.
Well, I didn't know if that was the trap. Like, if there was a visible keyhole, and without checking, if you put the fucking skeleton
Yeah,
key
no,
in, that
I'll
was
tell
the
you
check.
right. The key's already in it. The key's
Yeah.
already in the hole, and
I will.
and while the
Yeah,
lid is
I'll-
open, the key doesn't budge.
Do you have
Oh,
to
wait a
close
second.
yourself
Oh
inside?
my god, you have to go inside.
This might be a little bit difficult.
Remember the caves.
And you'll be
Xavril.
locked in.
Remember the cave.
It'll be
Yes,
locked
I'll be
in.
locked in, but who will get to the other ones?
So more of us needed to go.
Yeah, I guess I.
But we only have one key.
No,
There's
we're not
three
using
keys.
that
Three
key.
keys.
There's
The
three
keys are
kids,
in the
one
hole.
in each
Oh, they're
box.
Yes.
All right.
Oh
I
wait,
thought
I
this
will-
was the skeleton key.
okay.
Isn't
No.
it?
So
have their
communicating
own
back
keys.
and forth, Irme takes a second to think. So she knows she expended some energy sending Xavril over.
Mm-hmm.
If she ends that concentration spell, she can still send 2 people over with the 4th level spell, or send 2 people over with 2 3rd level spells.
I'll dimension door me and one of us over.
Okay. Or you could do.
Well-
Can you spend 1 spell to move 2?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not as high a level as I have to spend?
Yeah, all mine are the same level.
Well,
Yeah,
while they're
fuck
talking,
that, do that.
I'm going to yell out that I'm going to lay down inside of one of these and attempt to unlock it.
Okay.
Well, wait for us.
I mean, I'm on a time limit here.
Or I can dimension door 2 of us over right now. Who wants to come?
Well, I think that I might have to come because in case you can't dimension door everybody back, I have to be able to fly people back.
It seems as if all of us would be required.
Oh, yeah, because even you could move people, correct, Svitlongi?
Yeah, I'd have to expend a 4th level spell slot too.
I can fly myself over if you can dimension door you and Svitlongi over, Copernicus.
Come with me if you want to live.
Alright. As you guys get into the room, you see Xavril. Inside the onyx chest, you don't even see him, you just see his hand.
You
Grab
see
the-
my hand
Yes,
raising
because
up?
my spell letting him fly would have to end for me to send myself over.
Yep. And the lid closes. Xavril, you're inside. The key turns as you predicted, and you hear a chick from inside.
Does the lid open up afterwards?
Nope.
Knowing that she has no other choice but to move forward because Xavril's stuck in there, Irame will put herself in the center chest.
And I will also say, Xavril,
I
you feel it's getting a bit difficult to breathe in here.
Yeah. Quickly, Irame will do this and turn the lock herself.
Well, I was gonna say, can I unlock it?
Nope. You are now stuck in there, and it is beginning to get difficult to breathe.
And you're
Alright.
going in the middle one.
Yes, Irame floated through everything
the
or flew
iron.
through everything. She's going in the center and she's locking herself down in.
Okay.
Silva looks great on you.
Same thing,
I
Irame.
will go in the other chest.
And I will stand guard.
You are to open the sarcophagus.
Yes, as quickly as possible. You can't hear me.
You are to open the
as quickly as
sarcophagus.
possible.
I fear that my strength is not as good as yours.
Is there anything you can do for me? I'm not the strongest, Svitlongi.
I don't think so.
And Cappy will set up his grappling hook so he can rappel down.
To 20 feet. Yeah.
Fucking grappling hook. Nothing I love more than putting that to good use.
A good grapple.
Good grapple.
Okay.
I have
Nothing.
no such magic that would assist you.
Okay.
So
Hurry up! It's hard to breathe in here.
all right, so you're down at the sarcophagus. Are you giving it are you doing a perception check? Are you searching it?
Svitlongi told me to open it, so I came down with that in mind. So as Cappy's doing the old spit in 2 palms, learned that from Irame, rub them together. Yeah, he'll
It's
give it a
really-
quick perception.
The old
Well,
spit in
he's-
2 palms, the holder of rods.
Giver of head.
That's a 10 on percep, a 9, excuse me. And then
I like how you think a 9 might have made a difference.
just one, a 10 is normally like the little pass.
Right,
so
right.
It was a 9. He's gonna go for the lift.
Eve.
He's actually gonna get out his crowbar and hammer. I don't know if that would give me an
Oh,
advantage
nice. Crowbar
from
shit.
his dungeoneering kit.
Give you
and
something.
The lid actually doesn't budge.
chink. No.
Nope. But while you're down there,
Oh fuck!
Fills up.
it fills up with water.
And turns to some.
It's not even dangerous. You do notice.
Oh no!
Oh,
Just looking at the time and shit's going down. I don't like the way this is turning out.
you
Great,
do
it's a good
notice
end.
while you're trying to while you're down there trying to force open the lid. Okay, I imagine after a few minutes of really trying to bust this thing, because your friends are in these boxes.
Yeah, I got crowbar and hammer out.
Yeah, you got the crowbar. Yeah, so you got a job going on.
you have a sight.
I'm fucking working here.
Yeah,
What do you want from me?
You got your job lights set, your halogen lights.
You can't remember where you put your hammer down. You got the crowbar. You're like, fuck, where's my hammer?
Grapple hook set up, ropes laid down.
You do notice while you're setting up your work site, you notice there's a button that you brushed over. And it almost blends right in, and it's there's an onyx button.
Dude, I slam it like Mortal Kombat when you're trying to break the bricks. When you slam that button, you would know if you played old school Mortal Kombat. Or Street Fighter when you break the car. golden axe when you're kicking a little money guy around.
Mario Party when you're blowing up the balloon.
Yeah, you got it.
Hold on a sec. This is extremely important, so I just want to get it in my head.
Smashing the button.
There's actually 3 buttons.
Oh, fuck.
There's 3 buttons.
Thought it was 1 button. Hold on now.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Should he have
Just
should
give
he
me
have
1
passed a
second.
perception check to even see these buttons? Are you giving
He
this
was
to
down.
him?
The only reason I'm giving
Maybe we
it to
should
him
have
is
investigated
is
this whole
because he
place.
was down.
Yeah.
Well, Xavril flew down.
You guys, somebody
Just locked herself in a box.
There you go, big.
Sorry, that's gonna translate so oddly in a recording. What's in the box?
There's 3 buttons down there, and the reason why I'm giving it to him is because he's down there working. It's been a little while. I'm going to go ahead and say probably 5 minutes have passed since he's down there trying to force this lid open. You guys, while it is stuffy, and it is harder to breathe, you don't feel any effects of suffocating. And now, Kapernicus, you, after prying and prying, you kind of notice, you relax for a second. You're like, what the fuck? And you look down and you see 3 tiny buttons. One is made of onyx, another rusty iron, and the last, a silver button.
Is it
Don't
Frosty?
fucking push any of those buttons.
That frosty silver button looks so nice. Obalaka, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. What can I do for you?
I just don't like this situation.
Well, it seems pretty obvious to me. You've got your companions in these chests, and, well, there's buttons that match the chests.
I can tell that. Don't want to hurt any of them. Do you think these buttons open the chests?
Oh, I haven't the slightest clue. However, I believe this place isn't made for those who don't want to be hurt.
So I've heard. What can you tell me of Wongo?
I can tell you that
Quickly.
releasing Wongo would not be a good idea.
Is Wongo inside this sarcophagus?
I do sense the presence of Wongo. If it is so, it's an improper soul to have around, I'd rather like to think.
You don't like him. I never liked him either. Really don't know what to do here, guys. I got 3 buttons. Looking around, does there seem to be anything else I can do? So I'm not prying it open. So my options now are these 3 buttons.
I honestly think you would have had a better shot with Moa.
We did have a shot with Mella. What does that mean? What?
Who are you talking to?
Take all of that out.
So you got
So you're a man in a box.
So you've got Xavril in the onyx chest, Irame in the rusty iron chest, and Svitlangi is in the silver chest. Copernicus
What the
is the
fuck?
only one outside before him with 3 corresponding buttons.
I'm trying to think. You had the birds flying in. There's nothing that's... I'm trying to draw upon any kind of inspiration.
I have no lore.
Right.
And
all
I
our
pay the most attention
keys
to it,
turn
and
from
I
the
have
inside.
nothing.
Which button would you press first?
I think the frost one, because Svitlangi's the newest one to the group, and if something bad was to happen, he wouldn't want it to happen to Xavril or Irme first.
All right.
You know what I mean? If Quincy was in there, I don't know. Maybe I'd push Xavril's button first. I don't know.
That's right. Push my button.
The best thing to do is to not bring any emotions into this place.
And so he pushes
Did
all
everyone
3 at
turn
once.
their key?
Ooh.
All 3 at once?
Copernicus
Crazy, man.
smashes all 3 buttons.
Goes for the shocker.
And now you are alone. Alone in the
Everybody's
tomb of annihilation. Maybe the buttons will teleport us to the gentle mist.
The stone sarcophagus turns to transparent crystal. revealing a mummified, monkey-like creature within.
Nice.
Clutched in its desiccated claws is a fearsome mace. And also, from behind you,
Oh, dude.
a series of explosions sounds from inside of each of those chests as the magical trap within them triggers.
Good work, Drow.
And you hear the screams of terror surrounding you.
What have I done?
Now, I will say that those of you in the chests have to make some saving throws. But more specifically, Xavril, being in that onyx box, I will tell you your saving throw is a matter of life and death. And we'll see you next time
On the Natty 19 podcast.
You know, now that I think about it, what are we even getting from these sarcophagi?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's necessary or not necessary. You know what? When I first entered the tomb, I assumed, like, there's going to be a level, there's going to be a boss, then there's going to be a level downward, and then there's going to be another boss, and it was going to get worse and worse. But it seems pretty open world in here, and now I don't know what to do.
I